Hello, my name is Ileana Belfiore. I work as a software testing specialist, and looks like it's time for me to share what I think about the whole team testing approach, isn't it? So, let me start by saying that I'm pretty sure this approach was created and it's usually promoted with very good intentions. The thing is, since it tends to be adopted by organizations with a limited knowledge about software testing, it may end up doing more harm than good. And in this video, I'm gonna explain why I believe that.
First of all, as a software tester, inconsistencies are definitely one of my pet peeves. By the way, have you noticed that this background is inconsistent with the previous one? Of course you have. So, what about the inconsistency in the whole team testing approach? Did you notice it? I mean, when someone tells me that their company they have adopted the whole team testing approach, my first reaction is to say, fair enough. Does it mean you also have a whole team programming approach, maybe? And what about a whole team business analysis approach? Or a whole team UX design approach? Or whole team whatever you do approach? I guess you don't have all that. So my question is, why not? Well, I guess this might have something to do with the fact not everybody is skilled at programming or business analysis or UX design or whatever other discipline. So not everybody can or should do all these things. But taking all that into account, why do you believe that everybody can and should do testing? And why are you treating testing differently from the other activities needed to build your software product? Wait, does it mean you might be missing something about software testing? Well, if you believe that testing is only about verifying that a software product does what it is expected to do, you might be actually missing the most interesting part of software testing, which is learning, exploring, investigating how a software product actually works and under which circumstances it might do something unexpected or wrong. In other words, how it might fail. Now, to do that efficiently, you need experience, of course, but also very specific skills, especially soft skills, such as attention to detail, critical thinking, or communication skills. And you know what? Either if you agree that maybe not everybody has this kind of skills, or if you rather think that there are actually a lot of people with these skills within your team or company, I would say it's time to talk about another important factor to take into account here, which is critical distance. And the easiest way for me to talk about this concept is to borrow something from my experience as a proofreader. And yes, not only am I skilled at spotting bugs in software products, but I'm also pretty good at spotting typos or other errors in written tests. However, I have to admit that I'm definitely better at doing that while reviewing someone else's text than while reviewing my own pieces of writing. Wait, why is that? Well, I would say it's because when I'm reviewing someone else's text, critical distance is in place. Whereas when I'm reviewing a text of mine, I'm affected, actually biased by the fact I'm the author of the test that I'm reviewing. So I already know what I want to say. So basically, this is the reason critical distance is so important. And this is also why the programmer who is building something is probably not the best person to spot problems in what they are building, which, as I said before, is a very important part of software testing, isn't it? Last but not least, I can't refrain myself from mentioning that when something is everybody's responsibility, the risk for this activity to end up being nobody's responsibility tends to be pretty high, especially when people are not really familiar with that activity or they are not particularly skilled at that task, which means at best they may end up doing it the same way I always been doing it, and at worst they may end up not doing it at all. All in all, I would definitely recommend a more general and more consistent approach, meaning all the activities and all the skills are taken into account and valued in the same way. And I would also put attention towards critical distance and accountability. So, what about a whole team quality approach? Meaning everybody is responsible for the quality of their own work. Everybody respected, trusted, valued, and everybody is doing their best to build the best possible product. I would say it sounds good, doesn't it?
Hi everyone, my name is Meital and I'm the head of community at Test Project. I'm happy to be part of the Test Chat Women in Testing and for the opportunity to participate and discuss a bit about the whole team testing approach. As you know, team collaboration sits at the heart of Test Project, and for a good reason. We strongly believe in the power of a whole team testing approach to deliver quality product at speed. No matter what your role is within the team, testing is not a one-man show or a woman, and not only for testers. Everyone involved in the quality of the product must take active part in testing, or at least in understanding the importance of testing for a product to become successful. Sharing skills and knowledge with one another, and most importantly, collaborating, is a powerful gift that has many benefits. This is also why we recently released the new Share Center for Test Project User, to be able to easily collaborate with all stakeholders and even friends from the testing community all across the globe, encouraging a complete whole team testing approach where no one ever again will say, I don't have access. It's time to embrace the team approach and understand how valuable it is to the entire company's success. In team effort, we should be able to identify risks, help the team in productivity, and improve the software accordingly to make sure the quality throughout the entire software development and software testing lifecycle is continuously moving forward and increasing its value to the end user. As Helen Keller stated, alone we can do so little, together we can do so much. So let's all collaborate to make a change and impact a whole team testing approach. Remember, we are better together. Hope to talk to you soon. Stay safe.